2.5 years, and I have 3 kids, ages 10 to 13. This is my first Board of Ed meeting tonight. I come here tonight to ask one thing of you. I ask that you make masks optional for all Chatham students for the upcoming school year. We parents assess risks and benefits every minute of every day for our children. It should be our choice to assess these factors with regards to masking our children's faces as well, not the state of New Jersey. The new CDC guidelines issued this past Friday for schools are just that, guidelines and recommendations. They are not law. I urge the Board of Ed to recognize the discriminatory nature of their masking recommendations and the Pandora's box they will open. I ask the Board of Ed not to follow them if possible. The emotional and educational impacts of staring at covered faces are huge, and the worlds of speech-language pathology, psychiatry, and academia have just started to address them. I am sure we can all share personal stories from our own kids' experiences of how masking affected their school days this year. I am also sure that the teachers' muffled and hard-to-hear voices impacted more children than just my own. We are learning the physical impacts of masking as well. I encourage you to read the study recently published in JAMA Pediatrics that highlights the toxic levels of carbon dioxide detected in just 3 minutes of mask wearing, or the study conducted by the University of Florida that showed all the bacteria, fungi, and viruses growing inside children's masks. Masking faces is a medical intervention given emergency use authorization last year. As such, the long-term effects of continuous mask wearing, whether they be emotional, academic, or physical, have never been studied. The protective benefits of mask wearing in schools are still being hotly debated by doctors and scientists. We parents should be the ones weighing all of this and making the decisions that we see best for our children. For the past 16 months, parents have complied with every restriction and precaution set forth by the governor and the Department of Health. When the pandemic first began and things were so uncertain, these changes seemed necessary. Thankfully, the situation around us has now changed, and precautions like mandatory masking while indoors at school no longer make sense. A mask optional policy for the 2021-2022 school year, in my opinion, is truly the best path to take us forward.